Now I need to move on to basketball. Oh my God, basketball. Look, I'll start off with good news. Allen Iverson may be coming back to the NBA. For those who did not see the CSN special, how they talked, they did a whole special last week and earlier this week about not earlier this week, last week. They did a special on Allen Iverson. Actually, it was about the Sixers at first. It was about how we almost won the championship. It was like 10 years ago, so we almost won the championship, and then they did a special on Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson wants to come back and be an NBA player. He has gone on record and said that he will do whatever it takes. He will go wherever he needs to go. He will do whatever role you give him in order to win a championship. Now look, listen closely. Philadelphia 76ers, get Allen Iverson. And I say this not because I'm a fan of Iverson, but Doug Collins has come out and said he wanted Iverson as a coach after he retires. Look, I put it like this. This is a stepping stone. Give Allen Iverson a job on court and see if he can mentor young players. That's what you do, all right? And if that works out, then that just builds into that coaching role that you want him to be in. Seriously, he's not asking for a lot of money. Just do it. You need some leadership on that team anyway. All right, this is a good way to gauge him to see if he can really be a coach or a mentoring figure to younger players. It really can. All right, I'm not saying just bring him back because he's the man, but there were reports here last week that he still got it in him. He can still play. He has a lot still in the tank. Go get him. Go get him. Seriously, just go get him. All right. Also, in other NBA news, we need to talk about right now. Congratulations to the Dallas Mavericks, all right? I want to say, you know what? Let's rewind back about beginning of the season real quick. I remember this was said not too long ago.
But we also know you three kings came down here to win championships. Not one, championships.
Not two.
LeBron, tell us about that.
Not two, not three, not four, not five, not six. Not 7.
But 8, as in points in game 4, and 0 rings for a so-called king. Get the fuck out of my face with this. You know what? Let's go back last week when the Miami Heat decided to make fun of Dirk.
Let this one get a little testy now. LeBron James, Dwayne Wade seemingly having a little fun getting onto the bus today after the shoot-around at Dirk's expense.
Hey, yo, let's roll. Oh, did y'all hear me call? I think I'm sick.
All right, while Wade and James were mocking Dirk's sickness today, LeBron James has been the one heavily scrutinized and a little under the weather, at least his game has been, especially following his 8-point performance in Game 4, leaving many wondering if and when James will have a breakout game in this series.
And when I first saw that, I thought it was kind of childish, and Dirk said it was childish, but he went a little bit further. He said it was ignorant. Now, I wouldn't have went that far, all right, because the way I see it, even though Dirk was sick, he was kind of exaggerating a little bit. I mean, let's be real here. He was kind of exaggerating a little bit. But that's not what bothers me. What bothers me is what happened afterwards when Dwayne Wade came out and said why they did it. Now, Dwayne Wade said in his defense, he really did cough. But he said they wanted to do that to show the media that they can take anything and run with it and blow it out of proportion. Now, look, where's this Dwayne Wade coming from? Where is this Dwayne? I've never seen Dwayne Wade act like this ever until LeBron James came to Miami. We never saw this type of thing from Dwayne Wade before. What is going on out there as far as I'm concerned? I just don't understand this. I really don't understand this. And I'm starting to think that he's rubbing off on Dwayne Wade, but in a negative context. You can't have a player like this walking around on your team acting a fool.
Williams, this is that one, stepping to the league at 89%.
Now, to be real with y'all, I wasn't going to talk about LeBron James today because I felt the loss was enough. You know, he could be humble. He learned his lesson. But after the shit he said in the post-game interview, he didn't learn a fucking thing. And this is what I mean about foolishness. It's not just about acts. It's about his fucking statements, too. Check this shit out, all right? Because when he was asked how people felt about criticizing his game and everything, for those who don't know, last week, Pat Riley pulled LeBron James to the side. As reported by ESPN, they pulled him to the side. Pat Riley pulled LeBron James to the side and said, "What's wrong with you? Get yourself together. We need you out there." And LeBron James proceeded to not get himself together. All right? This is what he had to say about it. It says, and I quote, "I don't listen to what other people have to say." Yeah, that was about his game. All right? That's what it was about. So that means he doesn't care what the haters have to say. He doesn't care what the critics have to say. He doesn't care what the fans defending him has to say. He doesn't care what the coach has to say, or the owners have to say, or his teammates have to say. This is a joke. This is a fucking joke. And then he goes on when they ask, people are happy to see you lose, the championship. How do you feel about that? I don't even need this shit. I don't need this shit. Because I'll just tell you straight how it fucking is. All right? He goes on to say, it's fine. Because tomorrow when I wake up, I'll still be rich. I'll still be me. All right? While those people, they got to go back to living their normal lives, struggling every day with their normal lives. What the fuck? Are you fucking serious? Let's get some shit straight here, because obviously he hasn't learned. He's a fucking baby as far as I'm concerned, because he doesn't know how to take a fucking loss. And that point, you just say no comment. You really say no comment. You don't say anything. But you know what? He went on and said that, and he uses classes because he's got some fucking money. Is that all you give a fuck about, is money? It tells me that you're nobody. It tells me that you're less than a fucking human being. Those normal people that you talk about pay to see you play. That's right. They give revenue to the NBA so that you have a job. Without those normal people, you're nothing. Your job is nothing as it is now. Your job is I'll put it like this. Doctors are better than you. Soldiers are better than you. They're more important than you. Teachers are more important than you. People who make food in any place, even McDonald's, because it's a necessity, are more important than you. Fuck you, LeBron James. Fuck your mom. Fuck your hoe ass mom. That's right. Fuck your hoe ass girlfriend. Because for those who don't know, all right, she went out and she slept with Rashard Lewis, and now they're trying to deny it because they don't want LeBron to get hurt. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck your entourage. Fuck your security. Fuck all that shit. You know what? At this point, I don't fucking like you at all. All right. I hope somebody burns your fucking house. Yeah, I'm getting to it. Yeah. All right. I'm getting in it right now. All right. I hope someone burns your fucking house. I hope you lose it all so that you can learn some fucking humility. No way in hell do you use classism because of how much money you have. All right. Seriously, what the fuck is you have learned nothing? You're acting like a little fucking baby because you don't know how to handle a fucking loss. Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? There's no way you do something like that. You just pissed off everybody. All right. And I say this because you destroyed with that statement, you destroyed quite a couple of institutions. All right, now we're going to get into this real quick. Because you guys know, for years, we've had to hear from media and everyone else, why do fans and players, why do they not connect? Why do they always say they're overpaid and this, that, and the third? This is the fucking reason why, because of the attitude. So now you've just made a divide. NBA sat there for years and plugged this NBA cares thing, and now you representing the NBA just showed you don't give a shit about anyone but yourself. They asked you how this team could get better, and what happened in the interview? You said, well, my individual aspects, this, that, and the third, I work hard individually, this, that, and the third. No one asked you about you. They asked about how this team can get better. That's what they asked you, and you went on about yourself. Yeah. Now, anybody who wants to come in here and defend LeBron James, you can eat a fucking dick as far as I'm concerned. I've seen so many people since that interview, since that post-game conference, sit here and be apologists and kiss his fucking ass. ESPN, Chris Broussard, why don't you just sew your fucking mouth to his ass as far as I'm concerned? So, oh, well, he didn't know what to say, and he's coming off a loss. And enough fucking excuses. He's been there before. He knew what he was fucking saying. All right? And Skip Bayless, I expected so much more from Skip Bayless, what he was saying. All he said was, well, he acted like a little kid. He acted like he was 16 years old. That's because everybody who comes to defend him comes rushing to his aid, who comes and gets on his Twitter and tells him how fucking great he is. You are empowering him to keep acting like an asshole. That's what it is. All right? That's what it comes to fuck down to. And you guys don't act like, seriously, you Miami fans understand that there's Heat fans and there's LeBron fans. Anybody who wants to come to fucking, let me ask you this, all right? Let me ask you this. Why did the Miami Heat, why did they send out a mass email, all right? I know y'all hear that sound, I don't give a fuck. Why did they send a mass email to you fans saying, please cheer on the team and don't leave the stadium until the game is over? Why did they have to send that out? Because you guys aren't fans. I'm not saying all because I'm sure there's some Miami Heat diehards out there, but there's a lot of bandwagoners out there. There just is. And for those also who don't understand what's going on, Charles Barkley and Dan Le Batard also, and I'll say this, also made a bet on who would win. Now that the Heat is lost, Dan Le Batard has to go on South Beach in a Speedo. Yeah, that was the bet. All right, link is in the info bar for that. But that's not all. No, because like I said, anytime you guys want to come in here, and I said, I don't want to hear anything else about LeBron James. The next time I hear LeBron James, it better follow up with the term is a horrible human being. All right, I'm not trying to hear his stats. I don't want to hear about his size. I don't want to hear about how he's an activating fucking beast. No, I don't want to hear that shit. Anybody who horses on somebody knows that takes out a beast anytime. All right, so I'm done with that shit. All right, now I will say this. LeBron James needs to get his act together. As far as I'm concerned, get the fuck out the league. Anybody who acts like that, just put them on a remote island and let them fight with other people like him. As far as I'm concerned, I thought that David Stern would sit here and say something, but you know David Stern's not going to, because that's his cash cow. That's his fucking cash cow. No matter how much he says something bad, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. And that's not all, because there's more crying going on. Fucking Chris Bosh. You don't see what happened with Chris Bosh. You know what? All season, we had to see all these fucking flamboyant acts like this. And then last night we had to see him fall to his knees and start crying and carrying. Are you fucking kidding me, man? And for those who didn't see it, check this out.
Outstanding job. Their resilience. Followed by playoff disappointments, which is what Miami's going through right now.
And I got all you guys messaging me saying, Yvette, did you see that? What you think about that? Well, this is all I have to say about that.
Oh, is he crying? Drag this bitch up to the side with the rest of the bitches. He's crying. Oh, what's up, old man? You gonna cry?
Matter of fact, watching him cry is actually pretty fucking entertaining. So I'll say this as well. Fuck these heartless motherfuckers. I mean every defender, every apologist. Seriously, you have no heart, you have no balls, no fucking integrity, no self-respect. How do you let a man sit here and dog you down like that? And for those who say, oh, well, he's just telling how it is, I respect it. I respect the real. Well, if you respect the fucking real, well, then you know he doesn't give a fuck about you. And he just told you to your fucking face. But yet that's not enough. Man, I'm tired of this bullshit, man. Seriously, I'm getting ready to go and go punt a fucking kitten somewhere. Man, seriously. Look, we're just going to move on because we're going to talk about real men right now, all right? My event status. Spotlight Player of the Week is a man who's been doing it for a while now. He's been building houses with his bare hands. He's been helping the homeless. He's been feeding the fucking poor. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, Warrick Dunn. Give this man some respect.
Jared Ginsburg from Class Act Sports. We're here at Warrick Dunn's charity celebrity golf outing to support the Warrick Dunn Family Foundation.
Good morning. How about this weather, huh? 7th annual Tampa Bay Celebrity Golf Classic and the Warrick Dunn Family Foundation Tour.
I've got my rental clubs with me, and so we're having a good time, and it's great to be here in support of Warrick and the awesome foundation he has.
Warrick does a great job. You know, it's hard to get around genuine people that when you give back, they really feel the effect.
My mom's dream to own her own home, and she never had that opportunity, so I'm pretty much living out her dream through other single parents.
Warrick's mom, Betty, was a police officer. She was living on $36,000 a year. She had 6 children. And believe it or not, I mean, she was self-reliant. He wanted to help those who emulated her story. And so those people who are self-reliant, who are looking to better their lives for themselves and for their children. So that's our mission.
And to go and help others like Warrick Dunn, the things that he continues to do with his foundation. I think that it's a beautiful thing.
We've been in Fort Marcus, Tampa, Atlanta, Baton Rouge, and in Tallahassee, and we've helped over 100 single parents become first-time homeowners.
Come out here and support Warrick and what he's doing for the community and the women out there, you know, trying to get their first home. It's amazing.
You know, I was 18 years old. My mom was shot and killed. Got drafted by the Bucks, and Coach Dunn just said, if you want to live in this community, you want to give back and be a part of it. I think I took that challenge and just ran with it.
He's a great guy, and the things he do for people in the community, and it's an honor, and it's great to play with guys like that.
Anytime you can lend a hand and help someone do something as generous as he does, I think it's always a great thing to do.
Productive and a good career, played 12 years, but it's not about football, it's about having the platform to go out and stand for things.
I have personally never seen an athlete or a foundation give as much and do as much for the community as Warrick.
I was able to preach my cause and definitely support people and change the community. I think that's important.
From Class Act Sports, I'm Jared Ginsburg, joined by a true class act, as you all know, Warrick Dunn. Warrick, thank you very much for everything, bro.
Now that's a fucking man. Not no self-appointed, self-absorbed kings that I wouldn't even break for if I saw him cross the fucking street. Get out of my face with this bullshit. Look, I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all be safe. I'm out.